$5,173 in one day. Let's get into it. So today, man, beautiful day, right? So I made $5,173 in 5 hours. Okay. So I did have to take a couple losses before I got this shit right, but I got it right. I managed my losses and I got it right. And when I did, I added to my position. I put my foot on the gas, and that led us to such a beautiful green day. So let's talk about it. I just opened up this new account with this prop firm that I found called Blue Sky. The reason why I decided to go with Blue Sky is because they offer daily payouts. I only trade prop firms such as Top One, Top Step, Blue Sky, and I will be making my way to trade day because it's either daily payouts or 5 non-consecutive green days, right? Which is pretty good. So 1 week. I'm not really into the bi-weekly payouts like Apex and all those other places, right? Like I want my payouts almost immediately. I do let them grow, but I just want the ability or the eligibility to do so very quickly. All right. So here I am. I just started this account. My balance is about 11,000 right now. Let's see how long I can actually hold it, right? Overnight, we gapped up about 300 points due to the tariffs news with Trump and China. He's delaying their tariffs rates for, I think, 90 days or something like that, or tariffs in general for China for 90 days. So we spiked up. I had a beautiful call the week before on my small account. So I made about $2,300 on Robinhood as well. Shout out Robinhood. So as I'm looking at the charts today, this is the 15-minute chart. Let's go down to the daily, actually go up to the daily. Sorry. So let's go up to the daily chart and see what we got. So we got this nice gap up, right? We got this beautiful gap up. We gapped up pretty nicely. Let's mark a few levels here, right? So I like to look at pivot points, places that we can reach. Since there really is no previous day high, we're kind of like in no man's land right here. I'm going to scroll to the left and look to the left to see what we can hit, right? So we opened up at 991, right? And I'm like, okay, so what could be a key level here? So I'm going to look at a few pivot points, right? I think right here, 538s, that's a good key level. And then right here, 936, that's a great key level. As you can see, we blew past both. Well, blew past one, and we actually exceeded 938s, right? All right, so I got my key levels there. Normally when I look on the daily time frame and I do key levels, it's only for profit targets, right? I'm a naked price action trader. I trade either sweeps and I trade basic chart patterns. If it's double top, double bottom, flag patterns, V-shape reversals, simple shit, like very, very simple, okay? Trading is already hard enough. No need to make it even harder. All right, so I'm going down to the 1 minute chart, and I told myself that I'm going to make sure my first trade of the day is going to be very selective, very high quality. I'm going to be extremely patient. I'm going to look for a sweep or a basic chart pattern, and I'm going to take it. So let's mark these levels, right? So we opened up, people going to sell off because we had such a big gap up. I'm pretty sure people want to take profits. So this was high day. I'm going to mark this green. Widen this up so you guys can see. So that's high day. I'm going to mark that green, and then look at this. Boom. This was lower day, right? Nice little pivot. All right. Mark that red. Okay. So now that I marked my high day and lower day, now I'm looking at the bigger picture, bro. We gapped up beautifully, right? Like, look at this. I don't think that we're going to cover this. So because of that, because I don't think we're going to cover this and continue down, I believe that we're going to have a nice little runaway continuation to the upside. The hard part is timing it, okay? So I got to time this, all right? And it may cost me a few losses in between to get that great entry, but so be it. As long as you manage your risk, take the shot if you get the signal, okay? So we marked out the lower day. I'm noticing this pivot, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, we need a nice little sweep. I think that we're going to reverse. So we came down, cleared that low of day, right? Closed below that support line. So I took a shot right there, went long, started off with very few contracts. I think I started off with three contracts. I started with 3 MNQ contracts right here, right? My stop loss, boom, right there. I should have went for a 1 or 2R and began to scale out. So that would have brought me right here. Okay, so boom, my 1 or 2R. I should have scaled out right there, But me, I like going for the gold. And because of that, we end up coming back down, stopping me out for a loss right here. And I could not believe it. I was just in awe. Like, we ran up all the way up here, and I'm like, bro, we're going back to higher day, which is my profit target, right? And we never reached it. I'm like, damn, bro. So they stopped me out. I took a nice little loss right there. I think that was about a $300 loss or something like that. It was very small. It was a good loss. Okay. Now let me clear my screen and we're going to move on to my second attempt. Okay. So boom, because we got stopped out like that, I automatically switch my bias, right? Like, my bias will change as fast as the market does. So I go to the 2-minute chart to see if I'm missing anything. And I normally try to go to the higher time frame if the 1 minute or 2 minute time frame is not making much sense. So remember when I told you I trade basic chart patterns? Look at this. We got a double top right here, neckline right there, confirmed break. If you look at my previous trade reviews, you know this is a bread and butter setup, right, for a decent 1 to 2 R. So I take that trade, all right, take that trade. As you can see right here, we didn't go any further. We accumulator right there started blasting up and back into drawdown. I was in drawdown at that point. I went ahead and cut the trade because with this setup, it should be damn near a straight shot down, to be honest with you. Like, we should not be retesting all the way up here back into this range. So I went ahead, cut the trade for another loss, and I went to the higher time frame because if I'm getting stopped out like this with no continuation, most likely there's not much volume or volatility going on if we keep going back into this range. So therefore, we need to go to the higher time frame. Low volatility, low volume, low momentum, choppy environments, higher time frame. It'll make much more sense. Higher volume, higher volatility, higher momentum, go to the lower time frame. So I go to the 5-minute time frame and I see this could have been a granddaddy sweep from this previous low right there. So I have a horrible entry, had a terrible entry. I entered about right here, right? Lower day is my stop. And what do you know? I don't interrupt the trade. I allow it to do its thing. And I don't pay attention to the noise. And the noise for me is any price action between my stop loss, which is lower day, and my profit target, which is high day. I cannot react to the noise in between my exits because my mind will create things that are not there. I will get in and out of trades, start impulsively trading, lose my mental capital. Next thing you know, the account is gone. It's much cheaper just to stick with the very first trade and get stopped out than jump in and out of trades because you're scared to lose and you're trying to save money instead of just trading your plan. Okay. So as you can see, this shit worked out, went all the way to high day. I cut it early. I left some money on the table, right? Give a tip to the waitress. And I was out the trade. Therefore, I made $5,100 in 5 hours. Yes, it took a very long time. I left the screen. I went for a walk. I watched TV a little bit, had breakfast, and I did come back. I was tripping a little bit, but I didn't allow my emotions to like stop me or allow me to mismanage or interrupt this trade. Talk all the shit that you want, but don't touch that mouse. So that's all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you tomorrow.